Ready for action. Operator. Receiving. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Operator. Waiting orders. Reporting. Ready for action. Roger. We're on the move. Operator. On my way.
There's a vehicle in sight.
Operator, let's do it.
Search done.
Ready for action.
Let's do it. Search done. There's a vehicle in sight.
Ford, spotted! Receiving. Operator. Operator, reporting. Receiving.
No more to find.
Going there. Building clear. Roger.
Stop working.
Building
Start
clear.
winding down for some rest.
Roger. There are some infected around here. Hostiles inbound!
The door won't hold much longer.
Hostiles inbound! Roger. Hostiles inbound!
They're coming!
The door won't hold much longer.
Infected incoming! There are some infected around here. Operator, we're on the move. Ready for action. Port, spotted! Reporting. Let's do it.
Get up and earn your keep.
On my way. Waiting orders. Reporting. Roger, ready for action.
We found a new car!
We're on the move. Clear.
No more to find.
Building clear. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Ready for action.
Raiders are coming. Get ready! No more to find.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Receiving. Let's do it. We'll get them.
They're coming!
The citizens are in danger. Won't hold much longer.
We're on the move. Receiving. Let's do it.
Job done.
The day's toil is over.
Going there.
Get some rest.
No more to find. Vehicle spotted.
are some infected around here. There are some infected around here.
Let's do it.
Operator, there are some infected around here. Infected incoming! Horde spotted! Reporting. Operator. 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 Hostiles inbound! We're on the move. Waiting orders. On my way. Receiving.
The work ain't gonna wait for us. Let's get to it.
Operator. Going there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Search done. Search done.
Receiving. Reporting. On my way.
There's nothing left.
Receiving.
Search done.
Clear. Clear. Receiving.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
Reporting. On my way. Infected incoming.
We've encountered a group of people.
Ask them to join us.
Reporting. Infected incoming. We're on the move. Reporting. Operator. Waiting orders. We're on the move. Receiving.
Search done.
Clear.
Enough sleep, people. We've got work to do.
Let's do it.
Reporting.
Building repurposed.
Search done. Search done. Search done.
On my way. Going there. On my way. Building clear. Waiting orders. On my way. On my way. Receiving. Ready for action. Building clear.
Raiders spotted.
Roger. We're on the move. Ready for action.
Take him down!
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Receiving. Reporting. Ready for action.
Let's do it.
Horde spotted!
Another vehicle here.
Infected incoming! On my way. We're on the move.
They're breaking into our building.
Roger, reporting. Receiving. Ready for action.
Let's do it.
Roger. There are some infected around here. Horde spotted! Receiving. Ready for action. We're on the move. Ready for action. Going there. Waiting orders. Roger. We're on the
No
move.
more to find.
Receiving. Ready for action. Roger. Waiting orders.
Everybody,
Clear.
time to earn your living.
No more to find.
Operator.
There's nothing left.
Operator.
Area scavenged.
Reporting.
There's nothing left. Search done. There's nothing left.
Going there. Operator.
Let's do it.
Roger. Roger. Reporting. We're on the move.
Work's done. Head back to your
Going
focus.
there.
No more to find.
There are some infected around here. Going there. We're on the move. Hostiles inbound.
We need backup!
The infected are pillaging a building.
Ready for action. Kill them! Operator, roger. Reporting. Ready for action. There are some infected around here.
What's
Roger.
that sleepwalker?
Raiders spotted. Requesting support!
Going there.
Let's do it. There's nothing left.
Receiving. Receiving. Waiting orders. Roger. Receiving.
Let's do it.
We're on the move. Horde spotted!
We finished construction.
Building clear.
Time to sleep, everyone. Tomorrow's another day.
Clear.
People spotted. Armed and dangerous.
Hostiles inbound. Horde spotted.
They're trying to get inside. Our building is under attack. They're trying to get inside. They're trying to get inside.
Another one incoming.
Enemy group approaching.
Building clear. Building clear.
Still in bed?
On my way.
Get up and off your duty.
Reporting. Receiving. Ready for action.
Let's do it. Search done.
Operator. Clear. Reporting.
Let's do it.
On my way. Clear.
Another vehicle here.
Horde spotted. Waiting orders. Receiving. Waiting orders.
Search done.
Building clear.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
We've spotted some
Clear.
people.
Hostiles inbound.
A group of people is approaching.
Hostiles inbound.
We need backup. Chief, stumbled upon some people.
Ask them to join us.
Operator. Going there. Hostiles inbound.
They're breaking into our building.
Waiting orders. On my way. There are some infected around here.
Let's do it.
On my way.
Our building is under attack. Our building is under attack. They're breaking into our building.
Operator.
Search done.
There are some infected around here. Hostiles inbound.
Let's do it.
Operator. Roger.
Let's do it.
Receiving. Reporting. Going there. Another one incoming!
Everybody
Port
get
spotted! Operator.
We are out of resources.
Ready for action. Operator.
Task complete.
Waiting orders. Building clear.
Hostile group incoming.
Work's done. Head back to your shelters.
Waiting orders. Roger. Waiting orders. Another one incoming! We're on the move. Infected incoming!
We're running out of stock.
There are some infected around here. Ready for action. Receiving.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
On my way. Going there. Hostiles inbound.
Resources.
Rise and grind, people. No time to waste.
On my way. Going there. On my way.
Enemy group approaching! Raiders spotted.
Reporting.
Let's do it.
On my way.
There's nothing left. There's nothing left.
Receiving. Hostiles inbound.
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Operator, we're on the move. Ready for action. Receiving. There are some infected around here.
There's nothing left.
Another one incoming! Operator.
Let's do it.
There are some infected around here.
The infected are pillaging a building.
Ready for action.
Requesting support!
On my way. Receiving. Going there. We're on the move.
Let's do it.
Going there. On my way.
Search done.
On my way.
Get up, everyone.
We're on the move.
Let's do it.
Receiving.
Let's do it.
Reporting. Reporting. We're on the move. Building clear.
Adaptation complete.
Roger. Reporting.
There's nothing left.
Horde spotted!
We've gained new technology.
The day's toil is over. Get some rest.
The infected are pillaging a building.
Reporting.
Let's do it.
On my way. Operator.
The door won't hold much longer. The infected are pillaging a building. They're breaking into our building. The infected are pillaging a building.
Hostiles inbound. Horde spotted. Ready for action. Infected incoming. Going there. Reporting. We're on the move. Horde,
We need
spotted.
backup!
Reporting.
Don't be slackers. Wake up and do your jobs.
Hostiles inbound. We're on the move. We're on the
A
move.
group of people is approaching. Let's do it.
Receiving.
No more to find.
Hostiles inbound. Ready for action.
There's nothing left.
Building clear.
We've come in contact with some people.
Ask them to join us.
Horde spotted.
Building work done. New tech available.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
On my way. On my way.
They're trying to get inside.
Reporting. Hostiles inbound. Waiting orders. Building clear. Horde spotted. Horde spotted. There are some infected around here.
Raiders spotted.
Infected incoming.
We're working
People
our way
spotted.
for us.
Armed and dangerous.
power won't hold much longer.
We need backup!
We're on the move. Going there. Horde, spotted! Ready for action. Building clear.
Let's do it.
On my way.
There's nothing left.
Time to sleep, everyone. Tomorrow's another day.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Waiting orders. Receiving. Reporting. We're on the move.
Let's do it.
Roger. Operator, ready for action. Hostiles inbound. On my way. Clear.
There's nothing left. Let's do it.
Going there.
Let's do it. There's nothing left.
Going there.
There's nothing left.
Receiving. Operator, going there. Going there.
Let's do it. There's nothing left.
We're on the move. We're on the move. Reporting. We're on the move.
Sleep,
Roger.
You've got work.
Roger.
Let's do it.
Roger. Building clear. Building clear. Building clear.
Enemy group approaching!
Reporting. Going there. We're on the
They're
move.
trying to get inside.
Kill them!
We've gained new technology.
Requesting support! They're coming! We need backup! Somebody's coming.
Going there. Clear.
Requesting support! Boss?
Ask them to join us.
Roger. Going there. Going there. We're on the move.
Let's do it.
We're on the move. Going there. Operator, building clear.
Back to your shelters.
Clear.
Let's do it.
Waiting orders. Infected incoming. Receiving. Roger. Receiving.
Our building is under attack.
Horde, spotted.
The door won't hold much longer.
On my way.
The door won't hold much longer.
There are some infected around here. Infected incoming!
Requesting support!
Ready for action. Operator, roger. Hostiles inbound. Ready for action. We're on
Another
the move.
one incoming!
Operator. Ready for action. Operator.
Get up and find
Operator.
the key.
Receiving. Roger. Operator. On my way. We're on the move.
Another one incoming!
Roger. Hostiles inbound. Waiting orders. On my way. Port spotted. Waiting orders. On my way. Building clear. Reporting. Reporting.
Another one incoming! Enemy group approaching!
Research done.
We need backup! They're coming! We're under attack! They're coming! Requesting support!
Reporting. We're on the move. Vehicle taken over.
Get some rest.
Waiting orders.
Another one incoming!
Our building is under attack.
Port spotted.
Our building is under attack. The door won't hold much longer. They're trying to get inside.
Receiving. Roger.
The door won't hold much longer.
Waiting orders. We're on the move. Waiting orders. Ready for action.
Let's do it.
Ready for action. Port spotted. Roger.
No more to find.
Receiving. Waiting orders. Port spotted.
Wipe that sleep off your face and get to work.
Port spotted.
work done.
We finished construction.
Building work done.
There are some infected around here.
Take him down!
We're running out of stock.
Waiting orders. Building clear. Waiting orders. Roger. Receiving. Operator. Waiting orders. Roger. Ready for action. Building clear. We're on the move. Operator.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
Waiting orders. Let's do it. Let's do it. Reporting. We're on the move. Hostiles inbound. Operator. Roger. Infected incoming. Horde spotted.
Our building is under attack. Our building is under attack.
Horde spotted.